Good morning. This is going to be an introduction to using Google Sites. Very simple to get started. You'll just open up a new tab on Google Chrome where you'll click on the Google Apps section here. If you've never used it before, it will likely not show up in this first section or even the second section. You're looking for a blue rectangle. I'll show you the image right here. After you click on more from Google, you just keep on scrolling down until you see an alphabetical order. We see Sheets and then Sites. Sites is what we want. It's this blue rectangle here. After clicking on Sites, you'll notice it looks exactly like pretty much any other Google Doc or anything that you've opened up before. Google Slides, Google Sheets. It gives you that ability to look at what you've made before, as well as make a blank one or set up your own using a template. So when someone gets started, typically they can just choose a template that will usually help someone who has never used one before, which is totally fine. You'll notice I have my recent ones created here, but just for today's video, I'm going to open up a blank screen. In that blank screen, it automatically shows you the template that you can get started with. Everything that you want to do, you're looking to just click directly on it and it'll give you each of the options. You also are going to find everything that you need on the right side here. So for example, we'll start with just what is offered to us. You have the untitled site, so I'll just call this test. Then we have the title page. I could click directly on it just like any other Google Doc. Again, we'll just call it test, not twist. Then the logo, you can add an image. See, I'm just highlighting over things and it's giving me every option that I have. I can change the entire image here. Instead of just a logo, I can change the entire image. I can either upload from my computer or I could actually select it from searching Google itself or something from my Google Drive using a link, search tool, or Google Drive itself. Now, if I wanted to just get rid of this, I don't like this is gross, I'm going to delete it. Now, any content that you want to add, everything will be found here. You have some content blocks. What these are, if you just click on it, this is going to be an image that if you press that plus sign, just like anything else, you'll upload, select, or go from your drive. You could even do videos from YouTube. You can do pictures of exactly a location. So if I wanted to identify where an event was, I can click on map, and let's say it's in where the Garden Valley. Going to identify exactly where Garden Valley is. I'll select that, and it's going to pull up that image there and say, this is Garden Valley. Now, after I've typed in here, you notice I have all of the same information that I usually see when I do a Google Doc or a Google Slides, where the title, you can change exactly how large it is. You can change it to normal text. You can change it to title. Notice how the font is changing as I do this. The size is changing as I do it. But you can customize it any way that you want. So you can hit title, but then you can still change to any font that you want. There's a massive amount of fonts, and if you still don't see something you like, you can hit more fonts and Google will provide more to you. Changing the font size, bold, italics, underline, everything you've done before in a Google Doc, as well as the color and links as well. Now, there's a couple extra options where you can indent, strike through, again, anything that you've seen before. If you want to have a different one, they have all these different templates. This is all just pictures. But let's say you're like, you know what? I clicked on it. I want to add some words. Maybe I want to add some words up here. Anything you click on, you can manipulate. So I want to click on this one in particular. I want to delete that. I can slide this down to a different location, slide it down here. And now in this little spot, I could actually add a little bit of text. So I'm going to hit text box. And notice, I put it down here, but that doesn't mean it's forced to be down there. I can move and manipulate anything that I want. So I'm going to take this text box and I'm going to drag it and I'm going to put it right here. So then I can just really write anything that I want, start banging on the keys, and I can make the adjustment to the size. Same thing goes for the photo. I can adjust the size, I can adjust the space, I can put it like this and then say, you know what, I wanted more text. So I can either copy and paste it into that section, or I can just add another text box. Hit text box, I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to put it to that spot. I'm going to type it out. And this all started from using the one that looks like 3 pictures. I've now made a text, picture, text. You can manipulate it any way that you want. So you have all of the options here with regards to insert. You have text box, image, embedded, which is a video that's embedded in there, or you can use a PDF. Really anything can be put in there that somebody sees immediately as soon as you come onto the site, or a GIF of some kind. And then you have Google Drive as the option. After the content blocks, you do have a lot of these here. Each of them are exactly as they say that they are. One or two of them that may not be completely obvious. Button, one of my favorite ones. If you click on it, this is something that somebody can click on and it takes them to a part of your site or takes to any site that you want. I'm going to go back to this one just because I want to make something new before I add that in. We have YouTube, calendar, map. I mean, everything that you usually see from Google. So this is our home page. This is going to automatically be where everybody starts. But if I want to make a new page, I'm going to click on page, and then all the way here at the bottom, there's a little plus sign. You can add a menu section, a full page embedded, a new link, but I just like to click on new page. And let's say this is page 2. So there, now I have page 2. I have my home page, which is what we made, page 2. And both of them are identified here as well. You can make that one your home page. If you say, oh, I was just typing that one for fun, I want to make this one my home page, so I'll switch it. So now I have my home page and page 2. They're all within here. But notice I just moved some things around. Now there's home and there's page, but I could put it inside it. I can make it a sub page. So you notice I now only have home up here. That's what everybody who comes to my website will see. And then I just hover over it, just like you have in a website before. Hover over it, click on page 2, and now it's going to take me to page 2. If I just click on home, it's going to bring me home. But let's just add a couple more pages. Let's add page 3 and page 4. Notice these are not sub pages to home, so you actually can see them up here, and you can move them in any direction as well. Everything can be manipulated. So we're going to put that. We have our home page, page 2, page 3, page 4. We'll just put insert, text box, page 2. Go to page 3, image, upload. We'll just do, let's go to pictures, and picture of me. Boom. Then we can add this. Then we go to page 4. Now, the button, back to what I was talking about before. The button, you can click on, let's call this one home, so that people can get sent home. When you click on link, you can add any link that you want. You can add a Facebook link, a YouTube link, a separate website link, whether you have like a book that you want to link it to, or your own portfolio that you want to send it to. But if you want to send it to within your own site, you just click on link and it's going to give you those options. We have home, page 2, and page 3 because we're on page 4. So I click on home, insert. So now it's going to create a little button. I can drag this out. I can make it as big as I like. And when somebody comes to this part of the site, they can click on it and it'll send them home. Finally, the last section that you see up here is themes. This is something that you can change either at the beginning, or if when you're finished with everything and you just want to change all of it, you can just click on any of them. They have different paints to them. And now you can see my home page has changed a little bit slightly with the font. It'll change the background. Notice it changed this font as well. You could even hit here. Notice the background changes too. Made this one a little bit green with some underline here. So that's really it to Google Sites. Whenever you are finished and you're ready for people to see it, or even if you just want to still keep it private, but you want to publish it, you're going to click Publish. Then you can make your own website address. It's going to use your email. So notice I have my garnetvalley.org, but it's googlesites.google.com/garnetvalley.org. And then whatever I put here is going to be after it. So this is going to be test 1, 2, 3. We're going to publish it. Now, after it's published, we can click on here. We can see publish settings. That's going to be editors must review changes before publishing. So if any change that I make, people in the public are not going to be able to see it until I fully click publish. So if I insert another text box, just like that, this is not going to show up. I need to click publish, and it's going to show me the differences. So it's going to show that, hey, I added this, or this is the old one. This is what's currently published. I'm sorry. Then it shows that I added this. It gives a little green highlight to show what is new. I'm going to publish it, and now everybody can see it. We can review the published site. I can click on there, and now this is the official site. This is where everybody can come and see exactly what I've created. You can see page 2, page 3, page 4, and look, here's that button. Click on that button. It's going to bring us home because I identified that I wanted that button to take us home. So it's quite simple. Any additional things, you can copy the published site here, and then you can also share with others just like you normally do with any kind of Google Doc or Google site. All right, I hope you enjoy this video with regards to Google Site 101. Feel free to ask me any questions if you have any. custerc@garnetvalley.org. Have a wonderful day.